Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. It's a weekend, very long one. So I'm so excited. And welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. So come through. Let's have some time together. So I have actually spared minutes before I go out for you because you're so special. So come through. Apparently, somebody requested that I should come in here so that we can talk about Mr. KEMBO MOHADI as appointment. Okay, alleged pedophile, because that's all we can say for now. Uh, so shout out to everybody. Happy week, happy Friday. Hello, everybody. Come through. I want you. Please drop your location because today I just want to shout out to you. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful evening. Trust me, a little bit warm in Johannesburg. It's not really cold, a little bit warm. So I'm here, guys, to just dine with you. Check in. Let's see what's up. What's happening, guys? Come through. Let's have some party right here. Let's talk about Mr. KEMBO MOHADI. KEMBO MOHADI has been appointed as one of the vice president. By the way, 2 years ago, Mr. KEMBO MOHADI resigned from his position as a vice president. And fast forward, we are back to square one again. So what it means is when ZANU-PF said our work is our manifesto, all they were trying to say is no, we need to go back again to 2018 and restart. Yeah, so I wanted to check in with you guys and said, how are you doing? Please tell me what you think. Drop your location. I want to send some shout out to you because I love you so much. Playing around with our minds, 150%. They are playing around with our minds. Zimbabwe with you. What's the point? He's the alleged pedophile, to cry out loud. We never heard when he had to go to the courts, or we never heard if there was ever an inquiry. I'm talking about elders and people come together and try to understand what's really going on with Mr. MOHADI. We never. Did you guys ever heard anything? Maybe I missed something. You know what I mean? Nothing. So tell me where you're watching us from. Yes, Freeborn Chimeza, you are in Sweden. How is Sweden? Oh, okay, Sweden used to be like, what's the name of that crazy lady? That's a Zimbabwean, transgender guy, Tatalicious. You know, I remember her from Sweden. Yeah, I remember that well. So, shout out everybody. What's going on? Are you guys cool? I'm having my water right here. So, you know, I'm always going to drink lemon water, right? And I also have my lemon coffee right here. Freeman, yes, my lemon coffee is right here. So I want you guys to tell me what you're drinking because today's Friday. So some of you, if you're drinking alcohol, you're more than welcome to sip your alcohol where we're just having some chatty, right? Notwithstanding me who don't take alcohol. Yeah, you know, I was born drunk. If I have to drink, I can go well wire. Jokes, but I don't drink alcohol at all. Oh, I love the water. Kole Kani from South Africa. Hi, Kole Kani. What's up? You are in my, yes, what's up, guys? What's happening? As a Friday, let's talk about Mr. KEMBO MOHADI and also talking about the doctorate of Auxilia MNANGAGWA. She has another doctorate from the University of Zimbabwe. Trust me, people were nuts on Twitter that what is the point of her having a doctorate? You know, are we not going back to the story of Robert Mugabe? Remember when Grace said all manner of doctorates? It was called Dr. Mai. Kuda, hi, Kuda. What's up? How is the Shavane? There's some of my family members that are staying in Shavane. Shout out, and I just wish you can say to them hello. I love them so much. So guys, come through. All right, so we are talking about Mama Auxilia. Now she finally have another doctorate from the University of Zimbabwe. There's one thing that I would tell you that is just wrong. It's actually said in a way about our people is they thinking, this is what I'm going to say. And I completely agree with a guy who once said, sometimes when we say we are educated as Zimbabweans, we're actually not educated at all, you know, because you can have as many doctorates as you can, but that does not automatically qualifies you to be good at what you're doing. Education is simply training your mind to think beyond, or think outside the box. But unfortunately, most people are not thinking outside the box. This is why we are stuck today as Zimbabweans. You know, we are dealing with people who don't even know that it's okay to let go of something. So at least you can also give the youngster an opportunity to also fulfill purpose. But unfortunately, our people don't get that one right? They don't get it where at all. They believe that they should be the only people who can be in position. And I'm talking about ZANU-PF. So you also saw KEMBO MOHADI. You saw him with Edie and Chiwenga. Did you see them? You know, lifting up their hands. And Mr. Chiwenga said, we now want to serve the people of Zimbabwe. He also mentioned about prosperity. He mentioned about unity. But we still have political prisoners in prison. Before you even talk about unity, I ask you, sir, to go in there and take out all the political prisoners, then we can talk. Without releasing political prisoners, we have absolutely nothing. We are talking about nothing, right? So Zimbabweans, we should also wake up. We are tired of these coolers. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. We need to stand up and say no. By the way, when we are saying no, we're actually not saying that we're not doing this disrespectfully, but really respectfully, and said, we can't take this anymore. We need our freedom. We need our freedom. So Chiwenga is definitely trending, heavily trending. So let's just hear what people are saying about his appointment. So citizen was said, this is said, I don't think ZANU-PF official or Edie MNANGAGWA cares or knows what the citizens really want. A man with a horrible sexual past that led him to resign bounces back as the VP of a whole country. This country is not normal. Chiwenga has his own scandal with Mary. MNANGAGWA is all over God mafia. We really are doomed as a nation. Oh, by the way, remember they use the force. So people are not doomed at all. How do you prove Zimbabweans have been complaining over the years, have played their part? Some even took to the streets, you know, voicing out their concerns. But unfortunately, there's always going to be forced resistance from the ruling party. So I don't think we could say Zimbabweans are not strong. No, we are a very strong nation. We know what we want, but unfortunately, there's always going to be resistance. If there ever be people that I think need to be blamed as we speak, actually the army and the police. Mr. Armies and the police, our brothers that we love, we think you, Matregera, because without you fighting us, those people are powerless. So the army, the police, there's another group called the SARS, which I heard Jonathan Moye confirmed. Hi, Laita, how you doing? Jonathan Moye confirmed about this SARS people. It's a group of guys who were trained like terrorists, as per the allegations. You remember the top soldier who came out and divulged that information. So SARS also too. You know, because the country is going down every day and we expect you to come through so you can work with us. Unfortunately, we're not seeing you outside here and say, guys, what can we do to make Zimbabwe great again? Because we want to make this country great again, right? Guys, tell me what you're drinking. If you're taking some alcohol, tell me what you are drinking. By the way, I don't drink alcohol, but I would love to hear. But I love people as long as you're drinking it responsibly. If you're a mature person, go for it. But do it responsibly. You must put yourself first. All right, moving right along. And then Faith said, recycling dead wood that is too stuck in 1960. Is this what Zimbabwe want? Dead wood with no clue of the needs of the youth, no clue in technology, out of touch with reality. Where are we headed, Naimi? Tukwenda kupi nai nevanwava? That's the questions that many people are asking, because we keep on recycling same old thing. And personally, I thought since Mr. MNANGAGWA, you grabbed this election, right? I assumed he was going to adopt Chamisa's template, but unfortunately, Joseph is drinking Black Label. Ooh, Joseph. Oh my God, I'm happy for you. Okay, I assumed that since Mr. MNANGAGWA grabbed this whole election, he was supposed to just say, let me not adopt Chamisa's template of inclusive, government, and say, guys, we need men and women who are good at doing the job. No, it's different. Recycling, some old, and some old. The same systems. You still see people being arrested. Promise Mukwananzi escaped the country. Why? Because he's afraid to be arrested for absolutely nothing. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, but fear not. There's good news because SADC is taking the issue of the report seriously. And trust me, our hope really lies with the men that I know, men of integrity, H.H. Hichilema, Dr. Neva Mumba, Nevas Mumba, right? Sequila Mumba. These are the people that we are actually depending on. We know that God is going to use them, and we are much aware that there will be divine intervention. But Zimbabweans are not going to go even for a year with ZANU-PF. No, we're not going to do it. And Champion said, Mnangagwa himself is a sexual predator. The more they repeat, the more it remains the same. And I'm telling you the truth. One thing I'll tell you about men who lack discipline, especially when they have access to money, and they lack discipline, they will never change. They're always going to use money as an ammunition to suppress, to abuse. And you know when people are desperate, because the only reason why young people were finding in the arms of Mohadi was because of poverty. So what they were doing is they are looting the money that should develop your parents and give them a future. And they loot that money to themselves, and after that, they're going back to your children, they start preying on them. That's going to show you how wicked and evil some of these people are. Lack of morals. You know, they take an advantage of the poor. If you're poor, people can do anything. They can even walk on top of your head. You know, they can walk on top of your head. But what we know right now is it's over, y'all. Can I tell you, I don't feel anything to do with leadership right now as far as what's going on with Mr. MNANGAGWA is concerned. I don't see no direction. I don't feel it. Like there's not that. I don't feel anything. It's like, don't worry. It's temporary. It's temporary. Something is going to happen soon. So I'm super excited. And then she also said it's a circus. It's definitely a circus. Managing succession. Oh, yeah. Oh! Guys, Ron is right. It's managing succession. Their goal is to actually put those spaces their own children. That is the goal. We will not allow it. Not in the Zimbabwe that we are in. We will not allow. No one. It's not a monarchy. Zimbabwe is never. It is not a monarchy, right? You cannot. If that is the goal, it will not happen. We won't allow it. And they are managing a succession so that they can now leave their children there. Oh wow. And then also citizens said, honestly, Zim is doomed. This type of leadership is insane. And they say sexual predators stick together. We all know they do. They definitely stick together. But we will not allow it. And we all know they're all full of scandals. But I wanted you guys to take a listen to what actually Chiwengas said. Immediately after they were sworn in, I want you to listen to what he said.
Now, a new year for government, which we are going to start with zeal, energy, strength, to build the Zimbabwe that we want, in support of our President, His Excellency, Dr. EMERSON, and his vision, which he has pronounced to the people of Zimbabwe and to Africa and the world at large, that Zimbabwe will be an upper middle income society by 2030. But what we are saying is that we are going to achieve it before year 2030 comes. And we are going to work tirelessly day and night in supporting His Excellency the President to realize that vision. But for us to do that, we want to do it in unison, in peace, unity, and love, through hard work by every Zimbabwean. And all I urge is that the Zimbabweans must do away with the spirit of self-hate, hating their own nation, but we must join together. We might differ in our thinking, but we will never differ as Zimbabwe. Thank you.
All right, so you heard Mr. Chiwenga, right? as we must do everything in unison, we must work together. Release political prisoners, then we can talk. When you do that, then we know for sure we are heading somewhere. Release political prisoners. We'll start from there. Without that, this talk is simply just a waste of time. Because we're still shackled, right? Our brothers are in prison and we know they are innocent. How are we going to believe in whatever you're submitting? Won't believe it. Release political prisoners, then we will speak. Without that, sir, this conversation is simply a waste of time. But one thing we know is we want, 5 years with ZANU-PF. No, that won't happen. Relax. Soon, there'll be a way out. 5 years is too far. Even in Europe, there'll be a solution. As a matter of fact, SADC is taking this issue seriously, and there's going to have an emergent meeting for Zimbabwe. Remember threats that were dropped by ZANU-PF on Dr. Sekula Mumba and also Hichilema. That's one of the reasons why they're taking it, is they are prioritizing the Zimbabwean issue. People are tired. Also remember that when Cyril Ramaphosa visited Zimbabwe recently, he did not go to the inauguration. He was sent to report Mr. MNANGAGWA that we have received the final report and we are taking it very seriously. So many things are not in order. So whatever they're talking about, building a country, Vision 2030, we've heard that line for a long time. We know those lyrics very well, they're very familiar. But as a matter of fact, we heard the song deeply. We do not like that song at all. So that is out. And then Elijah said the reason why ED can't let go of KEMBO MOHADI is because he doesn't want anyone who can put popular so we can be popular than him close by. He wants only dummies by his side. A trip to Chiwenga and a dummy, that's unpopular. But you know what? Is that mentality of insecure people? Insecure people always want to be surrounded by mediocrity. They don't want anyone wiser than them or intelligent than them. They prefer mediocrity. So that is, they can feel better. That spirit. So that's what he's saying. That you don't want anyone stronger than him because you feel insecure. It's simply insecurity. And I was looking forward to see Mr. Mchangwa, but I also heard that there was an issue of women. They wanted to actually employ women rather than a woman and a man, but didn't happen. We only saw 2 men coming back again. But somebody is saying to me, VP sounds, I think it sounds genuine. It's just that he's in the midst of dishonest people. The power of association, right? Please excuse me. The power of association is when you're surrounded by the wrong people. Before you know it, you become the worst, right? Then Hopo said Zimbabwe's president, Emerson Mnangagwa, is appointed his 2 vice presidents. They are General Constantino Chiwenga and KEMBO MOHADI, who resigned as vice president in the last term after a sex scandal. And nothing, you cannot separate Mohadi and the sex scandal. You can't separate the two. And Tawanda, he said, free lecture to Comrade Chiwenga. There's no greater hate for your country than, because did you hear what he said? He was talking about, please don't hate your country. Again, now they are pulling that patriotic bill, remember? Patriotic bill. So, he said, free lecture to Comrade Chiwenga. There's no greater hate for your country than rigging of elections. What just happened recently? Abduction of opponents. They were abducted, CCC members, and they were beaten up. Banning protests, close civic space, capturing justice system, rampant corruption, money laundering, poor health system, and employment. There's no hurt that can pass this. Strong points right there. Thank you, Tamanda. Strong points right there. I couldn't have said it better. Right. There is no hatred for the country that can pass this. Rigging of elections, you just did. Abduction of opponents, you're doing it all the time. It happened last week. Banning protests. We can't even protest in Zimbabwe. And it is our constitutional right, but we cannot. Right. Closing civic space. How many bills that you have already closed? Right. There is no, we are not free in the country. Capturing justice system. The judiciary is messed up. It is compromised. People can see. This is why Chamisa never want to go there. Rampant corruption. Talk about corruption. Is what you eat daily. That's definitely your daily meals. Man laundering. Man laundering. Don't even go there. We have no money in the banks. Why? Because the money is in homes. Money is on the streets. Who took it to the streets? Of course, people that are very close to ZANU-PF, big wigs. Of course. Do you think I can just walk in there and start taking money to the streets? No, definitely the big wigs are working in courts with thugs, right? And poor health system. Do we even have hospitals? You know, Hopo talk about the cancer, cancer machines. Do we even have any radiotherapy in Zimbabwe? No, we have nothing. We have none. Unemployment, is sitting at 90% in Zimbabwe. People don't have work. Drug addiction. Young people loitering around, prostitute themselves. How can you explain to me talking about hate of your country that can pass this? Who hates the Zimbabwean country more? ZANU-PF do. They hate Zimbabwe so much, but they love looting. All right, but they hate this country. And we love the country because we want to make sure that this country develops and everyone is happy, right? Yes, that's what we want. That's what we want. And Son of the Soil said, Chiwenga must be more careful now. His colleagues were murdered by the butcher of Matebeleland. Now he was missed in hospital. Watch out, Chiwenga. Meanwhile, Mugabe's most obedient son is now obedient to MNANGAGWA. Talk of a charlatan. This was after Obed Mpofu tweeted that this deed is done. So that's Obed Mpofu there. I don't know why you were not made the vice president. The face against corruption, hunger, neocolonialism, polarization, disease, and poverty continues. Mr. President, Idi Mnangagwa, we humbly follow the lead of your instinct and discretion. Cheers to a strengthened ZANU-PF official, so it is ZANU-PF official, so we're taking the ZANU-PF official page on Twitter. A peaceful and prosperous Zimbabwe. When Shrek, where is 15 billion proceeds of Marange Diamond? Mr. Obed Mpofu, where is the $15 billion proceeds of Marange Diamonds? Where is it? We are coming for you, brother. We are coming for you. We are coming for you soon. Soon. So I think Norma, very interesting. She said ZANU-PF presidency, ED, Gold Mafia leader, Al Jazeera. Chiwenga, woman abuse, Mary was caught in court. She also said Mohadi, sex pest, I'm in your town by Holiday Inn. Remember his sex scandal, this man predating on kids. He's a predator. Very sad. And it's in Triple C presidents. Chamisa, clean record. BT, clean record. Washman, clean record. Kore, clean record. Our people are clean records, y'all. Triple C Citizen Coalition for Change, and that leadership is coming soon. Soon. They're coming to bulldoze all these lies. They're coming soon. They're coming soon. And, yeah. Wow. I'm not going to read this. Definitely not. And Paul said Chiwenga can't be happy with the secondary post for 2 consecutive terms running when he was the mastermind of the coup. General Titre or something. So people are looking and saying, General, do your part, please. You can't be happy. 2 terms consecutively, you're still the VP. Why can't you push for presidency? Coup d'etat. Coup d'etat. So there were allegations yesterday that were dropped by Karina Mujati that His Excellency President Mnangagwa is moving around with the keys for the arms. Why? Because he's afraid of the coup. I don't know how true. You know, Karina can just drop some bombshell. I don't know what she was talking about, but she said, yes, allegedly the president is moving with the keys and the army do not have access to the arms because it's afraid of the coup. I'm gonna leave you right here, guys, and I say happy Friday. I also want to go in and just have some time with buddies. We need to go out for dinner with friends. And trust me, I wanted to hang out with you and just tell you how much I love you so much. We are now hoping against hope. No, I didn't read that correctly, but like I said, I take time to read shorter, so bear with me. But I love my language. Guys, please make sure that you like the live and share with your buddies, comment, and we can check in with you tomorrow morning. Let's see what happens. Because tonight, something is going to happen. Tomorrow, we'll sing a different song and also dancing a different dance. So, guys, I want to tell you how much I love you and appreciate you. Happy Friday, everybody. And wherever you are, if it's during the day, I'm telling you to just vibe. If it's in the evening like mine, please go meet your friends. Have some lunch, have dinner there and there. So we are ready to go to meet with my buddies and just hang out and see what happens. And I'll check in with you tomorrow morning. I love you guys. May God bless you and may God bless Zimbabwe. See you later, guys. God bless you all. You're beautiful inside out and I appreciate you deeply. May God bless you all. Love you.